Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Thrown into the Dungeons of Trials? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, I had this while reading a manga. Man, it was yesterday night. I kind of forgot the title. It was in Japanese and yeah, it was quite an amazing manga. I only read a few chapters and hopefully it will be interesting in the future because it's been a long time since I got interested in any manga. Anyways, moving onwards, I'll get the name for you after finding out what it was. Currently, I don't have my cell phone on me, so yeah. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And stay tuned. There is going to be upload there. I made the story there first before making here, because I know it's been like 10 days I haven't uploaded anything there. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 8 years after the QB attack, as we go towards Konoha. It was nighttime and Naruto Uzumaki was walking home alone after having 8 bowl of ramen at Ichiraku ramen stand. It was his first day at the academy today and he was not having a good day today because he was kicked out of the class on the first day. And now, to cheer up himself, he has eaten 8 huge bowls of miso ramen for moving out and going towards his home. Ah, man, I wish tomorrow would be a great day, but unfortunately for Naruto, things were just going to get bad. Very, very bad. Because as soon as he turned towards the street in which his apartment complex was, nearby the alleyway, Naruto was dragged by the shoulder, his mouth was muffled by a hand, and he was slammed against a wall. As Naruto's eyes widened as he got himself calmed and collected, trying to assess the situation, and was more shocked and scared, because surrounding him were people wearing black masks and clothes, covering their faces. Today is the day you get your retribution. As suddenly Naruto felt a sharp stab. It was one of his eyes that was stabbed. As Naruto tried to scream, but his screams were muffled. Turns out, there was no hand that was blocking his mouth. It was a seal, Fuinjutsu seal that was being used to silence his voice. And then, the seal caster made a new seal, which caused him more torture and harm, as if the whole fire was burning within his veins, as Naruto slumped down to the ground, panting heavily. Yes, suffer. Suffer more, like how you made all of us suffer. And our loved ones who died. Don't get emotional. Yeah. Now, it is time for the final part. You will be banished from here to the pits of hell. As using the time-space technique, a small portal was open, and Naruto, the 8-year-old child, who was in a bad condition already, was thrown there, bleeding, as well as wounded, with eternal wounds. As the portal closed shut, we see the men. They nodded. It is done. As one of them took off the mask, revealing himself to be Hiyashi Hyuga. As one by one the others revealed themselves to be the council members, some of them shinobi side, and some of them from the civilian Anbu sides. We all disperse, and the reward will be split between us for the job well done by the civilian side. As everyone nodded and dispersed, while on the other side we see young 8-year-old Naruto Uzumaki was unconscious, as he found himself to be at the entrance of a dungeon. As QB went into overdrive to heal the wounds, it took Naruto a few days to recover and get up. His vision was blurry, and from one side blank. What? What's going on? You're blind from one eye, child, said a voice. What? Who said that? It is me who speak. Who? The QB. The QB, but how? as Naruto was summoned inside his mindscape, and Kyuubi informed him of everything and the whole truth. From his heritage to why he ended up here and why he was hated. It is up to you to decide whether you trust me or not. But I have assessed the situation. You're not at any other place. You're in the deepest pits of hell where even the most torturous souls, the daring ones, are not even gone. As Naruto gulped, what? The Dungeon of Trials. You must clear 5 trials amongst the hundreds before you are able to return as a hero. What? It is written there on the slab. Wake up and we'll continue to talk through your mind. And so that is what Naruto did. After getting up, he looked at his surroundings. There was only an entrance, and behind him there was nothing more than pitch black abyss of darkness. As Naruto go, what is this place? I told you, the deepest pits of hell. The one who used that Fuinjutsu arts, he sent you here. And now you must complete it. What? But how? Why? I don't want to. It is either you do this or be consumed and lost in that abyss of darkness over there. It is said that many, thousands upon millions of souls have been lost there, and thousands have died trying. It is up to you to decide. Which one do you choose? So I'm gonna just die? It is up to you to decide if you wish to die or not. This is, after all, a trial. If you succeed, you will return. Kona is the one responsible for this. They will pay. I'm gonna have my revenge. How? By being reborn? The souls trapped here remain here, eternally bound to this place. The only way to get out of here is to complete the 5 trials. Then I will. And so, Naruto appeared at the gates and opened them. Surprisingly, even with the wooden as they were, they opened. As Naruto entered, lights lit up of flames, as there was a rack there in which swords were placed, spears alongside other weapons. You should take a few, but I don't know how to use any of them. For defense purposes you need. Naruto took a few knives, a small sword, and a chest plate to protect himself, and then he ventured deep. As now we see, as soon as Naruto turned, booby traps emerged. Naruto was narrowly able to dodge them, and then a chest appeared. Be careful. And suddenly the chest turned into a monster, teeth appearing from where the hinges were, and it lunged at Naruto only for Naruto to strike and destroy it, as his hands were numb and shaking because of the blade, because of the denseness of the attack. This is real. This is not a dream. This is your reality now. You are in a dungeon. The House of Trials. The most vicious one that even Kami, Yami, and Shinigami don't want to see. And so, now we see Naruto continued. He rested. It took him weeks until he arrived at the first trial boss area. Behind these doors is the boss of this trial. If I clear, I will be allowed to continue. Yes, kid. As Naruto had gained a lot of armor, weapons, and necessary tools and requirements, he also has found a place where he was able to eat and get medication and potions and books to read. Naruto, out of curiosity, read everything. He found out that he could use his chakra and convert it into mana as well, learning spells and learning without chanting spells as well. Some flaming fireballs and some water balls, water bullets, and air dome was made in order to defend himself. But Naruto was learning more than. As now we see, Naruto entered inside. There, seated on piles of bones on a throne was a man. He wore black armor and was huge, as a huge blade, even huger than his, seat, was seated there. So you have finally made it here. Most of the people, they don't dare appear in front of me. What trial is it of yours? My first one. First? Well, unfortunately for you, you came to the wrong door. As the man grabbing his blade with a swift movement jumped, disappearing and landing in front of Naruto. As the man with small black hair looked down towards Naruto. My name is Guts. Who are you? Naruto, why are you asking me my name? I have a habit of asking names. Now, let's continue the trial then. As the huge blade swung, Naruto barely was able to dodge as the whole floor shattered under the blade's strike. Cracks appearing as Naruto's eyes widened. Naruto took out his own blade and began to attack. His own blade was cut clean in half. Even his armor plate was damaged badly, but Naruto was able to dodge and heal his shoulder wound. As he gritted his teeth, what the hell is this? You think anyone can come here? And anyone can walk over? No. This is the Dungeon of Trials. And there are hundreds of levels here, hundreds of masters. And you stumbled on mine. I am not kinder as those ones. I will go all out. Show me your guts. And so, now we see. The man disappeared in a blur again, swinging his huge blade as Naruto barely dodged again, as his chest plate was cleaved in half from the front by the sheer force of the blade. Naruto then had come up with a plan. He jumped on the blade and was about to attack until the man dropped the blade and punched Naruto into the face. Before the blade could hit the ground, the man grabbed it by shoving it upwards with his foot. Naruto found out the man had only one hand. How is he able to do that with such a huge sword with one hand? He is a dungeon master. He must have been a warrior of his own time. An extremely dangerous one at that. Even I say I am in fear. This man, he is immortal without any chakra or whatnot. What? Then how? That's just sheer strength that you're seeing, kid. And so, now we see, Naruto attacked again. As Naruto was trying again and again and again and failing, Naruto finally decided to use the small knives and threw it by using all of his chakra and sheer force at blinding speeds. As it hit it Guts straight into the shoulder, grazing it. As Guts stopped, or his blade stopped just a few centimeters away from the neck of Naruto. As Guts smiled. You pass. What? But how? You had me. I know I did. But the condition of becoming a master of this dungeon was that whoever will be able to graze me will be passed. You're the second one. Whoever did that to me. It's the first. It's better if we don't talk about that bastard. But I'm proud of you. Here. This blade is yours now. As Naruto was shocked as the huge blade was given to him, and much more even as a blade materialized similar to him in Guts' hand. How? I am a wandering spirit of the past. It is my domain. I can do anything here. You may continue. As from behind Guts' throne, the second gate opened. The next one, it will be easier for you. But the road there will be harsh. And so Naruto continued. Itself was harsh, and the blade Naruto practiced continued to do so. And time passed. It took Naruto 2 years to just arrive at the gates of the second dungeon master, defeating monster and getting used to the blade. Naruto was taller, his hair was wilder, and he had the blade tied on his back now. So this is it, huh? The second dungeon master. It took us 2 years to get here, kid. The journey has been hard. I don't know what kind of monster await us on the other side. Let's hope and pray it's not dangerous. And so the door opened, and standing there was, or more like seated there was, in a meditative position, a bald man with a beard. Come on, sit, Naruto. How do you know my name? I know a lot of things. What is your name? My name is Aang. I am the one they call the Avatar. What? The who? I see. So I'm not that known, huh? Well, since you're here, your trial is to train with me and to master your chakra. Chakra? Yes. Chakra allows the user to learn the arts of bending the elements to their will. But first we must see which elements do you possess. As Naruto possessed water, earth, and also air. 3 elements. Quite dangerous one is that. Let's train. And so, Aang began training of Naruto. Naruto studied there. First brutality, then calm and peace, and the bending of elements. Naruto stayed there for an year, and was capable of mastering the earth element, wind element, and even the water element. Bending it, reconstructing it, and using it to his own will and freedom. And in the end, he parted with Aang, knowing fully well that he has achieved a lot. You may pass, but remember, the next, he's a dangerous one, but a good-hearted spirit. I hope he goes easy on you. And so, Naruto arrived there. The way there was not that harsh. It was easier, because Naruto using the earthbending was able to travel at faster pace, arriving there just within the span of a few months, after defeating monsters and resting. As Naruto entered the third gate, there seated on a small wooden throne was a small ball of blue goop. As it jumped and turned into a small human with golden eyes and blue hair. Name's Rimuru Tempest. So you are going to be my next student, huh? Yes. I heard that your 2 masters were impressed by your patience of learning and by your battle-readiness. I will be testing both. You're gonna need them. And so, without saying anything, Rimuru attacked. Naruto was able to defend using the Guts Blade. As the attack continued, after the other, Naruto was on his knees, grabbing his blade, panting heavily, as the attacks did stop. Naruto used the Earth Dome to stop the attacks, but it crumbled, and then lashed out with the elements. Kid, he's dangerous. I know. Aang since he said so himself, he would be. As Naruto, calming himself, used the blood bending to try to stop, but Rimuru didn't have any blood. That is all when he turned into slime, and Naruto was able to stop him midair. Oh, I did not anticipate that you would be able to stop me this fast. It's always kind of a bummer that one is. What do you mean you almost killed you? This is only the beginning. You're gonna be staying here for a year. As Naruto gulped, and that training continued for a year or so. The chakra core of Naruto and the muscle mass and his defense increased and only tanked. Within a year, Naruto standing there was able to take first attacks from Rimuru without any drawbacks and continued marching. Become strong, my student, and your torture ends here. You may pass, but remember, the next guy, I'm a fan of him, but he's a fanatic of fighting. So make sure you, don't say you're too strong, or he might not let you go off easy. He's from a warrior race, loves to fight. And so, Naruto arrived. 1 year more worth of traveling as Naruto reached at the age of 14. His hair tied in a ponytail from behind, wild, and him, now taller, 6 feet tall and broader and muscular with a blade of guts behind his back and wooden beads around his neck, looking like a boss of the Street Fighter, as Naruto finally arrived there. As there was nothing, just a wide green field and a man on a wooden table enjoying a huge amount of food. He was wearing an orange suit, and he had beard pointy black hair. Oh hi! How about you joining me in for a meal? Name's Goku, by the way. What's yours? Naruto. As Naruto's stomach grumbled, he came and began to eat, until the last dumpling was left. Go on ahead. Oh, come on, you need to fight for it. What? Yeah, you need to fight for it. Never let go of your share. Alright then. How do you want to? But before Naruto could finish, he was punched, but Naruto was able to block it. The wooden bench destroyed, the earth shattered as Naruto's feet dragged within the earth itself, trying to stop himself. As Naruto stood there, with a shock-filled expression, as that is when he saw a huge blur coming towards him from the sky. Naruto barely dodged and used the earth slab from the earth style to literally slam the said man named Goku to the side. But Goku disappeared and appeared in front of him. You're good. Enjoy and rest for the time being. We'll start tomorrow. And that is what happened. Goku, using the weights of the chest, hands, and feet of Naruto, began his training. 4 tons each, as Naruto barely couldn't lift them the first day. Using the sheer strength and will and chakra, he was able to do that barely. But that began to increase. He began to fight Goku in those, slowly but surely. Within a year, Naruto was tougher, stronger, and dangerously strong. The 4th trial was to fight Goku, as Goku entered his ultimate form. Naruto was fast enough as well, and was able to land a few hits on complete mastered Ultra Instinct Goku as well. As Goku then turned to normal, as Naruto was panting heavily, his fists clenched. Why? Is that it? Yes. Nobody was able to hit me in the complete perfected Ultra Instinct state. That is a state in which one cannot be hit unless the other is also awakening it. What? Yes, congratulations. You're close to achieving it. The Ultra Instinct. As Naruto gulped, kid, I did not know that you would be able to go through these trials. Only one more left until we're free. You're right. Master Goku. Who is the next trial of mine? You don't need to go there. I am already here. Arrived with an angel was Beerus. Lord Beerus. What are you doing here? That's Beerus? What, you expected someone else? No, it's just... You're a cat. As Beerus' eyebrow twitched. What do you have to say to me about that? Nothing at all. You have trained him quite strong, Goku. You and the others have. But it is I who must teach him Hawkeye. The Destroyer Hawkeye. And so that is what was taught to Naruto by Beerus. No fight, no nothing, because Goku had already had his fun. And Beerus, he was witnessing this. And so Naruto reached at the age of 16. He was 6 feet tall, broader, muscular, wearing wooden beads, necklace around his neck. Both of his wrists had metal plates and rings on them. While he was bare feet and standing there, wearing a lion skin around his waist, and bare-chested. It is time for me to leave. Thank you for your training, Beerus-sama, everyone. As Naruto lifted his blade up from the earth and placed it on his back again. How should I get out of here? Go through that golden door. You'll arrive from where you left. And so Naruto did. Once Naruto arrived, he was standing there in Konoha. Many years have passed. Many of them. As Naruto began to walk in the streets, as a huge behemoth of Naruto walked, the Yonko surrounded him. was he carried a huge blade on his back. As now we see, Tsunade sent you the fifth Hokage and the envoys then arrived. Who are you? My name is Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. I am from Konoha. I have come back. Come back from where? Dungeons of Trials. As Tsunade literally felt chills run down her spine. That's absurd. Is it now? What is going on here? Where is Tiki? He died 10 years ago at the hands of Orochimaru. Alongside Akatsuki is marching towards us. They have destroyed most of the elemental nations and taken their beaches. I is the only last stronghold standing. I must fight. And so, Naruto walked towards the gates and sat down there, his hand on his blade, as he was in a meditative state. The army arrived and Naruto took out his blade and blades disappeared, cutting through them like a knife cutting through butter. And that was not all. He even used the elemental style techniques. And then he was using the Hawkeye to destroy. What is this? Said Tsunade. This is what happens when a person clears the trial of the Dungeon of Trials. This child has successfully returned. Are you sure, Katsuya? Yes. The child is a normality and its strength. It is the evidence. He uses the Hawkeye and a lot of other abilities of the Dungeon Masters. Even our clansmen go. Not many has returned. And we have to go through one trial only. And this kid went through 5. Where is this Dungeon of Trials? Into the deepened pits of hell. As everyone who was listening to this literally felt chills run down their spine. As after the army was defeated, Konoha cheered. They were saved. But Naruto turned towards them, pointing their blade and smiling. It's time for a war. And my revenge. And that is when Konoha's shad breaks, because they realized Naruto was not here to save them. No. He was here to ask some questions before starting the massacre. It's just a pity that the one who was supposed to answer those questions were dead already. And soon they will too be. And that is what followed suit. By the next sunrise, the whole village was nothing more than a silent ghost town. Seated atop of the bloody Hokage monument, ducking his blade deep into the head of the second Hokage, was Naruto. What do you think, Kurama? Konoha had it coming. They always did. The question is, now what are you going to do? Nothing. Now I relax. But before that could happen, a letter appeared, materializing in Naruto's hand. The Dungeon of Trials see the potential in you. The Harbinger, Naruto Uzumaki. You are being offered a level of trial, a domain of your own in the dungeon. Do you accept? As Naruto smiled, what do you think, Kurama? You missed that place, don't you? It was like a home to me, more than Konoha ever would be. Fine, let's go then. And so Naruto returned to the same hell he once emerged from, but this time as a part of it. And Naruto was welcomed by his senseis, all of them. Were looking at him with a smile, because he had gotten himself justice. He has done what that world failed to do. As this is where we're going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my main channel as well. As this is a Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.